We are here. Hey. Brought to you by I Moved This Week.
He moved this week, and so did his Moby sign.
And we have to make it part of the show.
I think this is our mascot, Moby Dick.
Good idea.
Moby Dick, our mascot.
Yeah.
We're gonna buy this from your dad for $500. You're the main man himself's lending it to us, but yeah, Moby Dick sign, our official mascot.
I don't even know the story of Moby Dick, but thank you, Moby Dick, for presenting us today's episode.
Right.
Of the Josh and Xavier show. Experience.
Anyways, the show.
We got a lot going on today.
Okay, let's get started. We are talking about sports, as always, talking about us and sports. I think a shotty hit you up on your cell phone there. Hey, shotty.
Hey. We're recording on my phone.
Yeah.
We're in an empty basement.
Yeah.
And you had a good week?
Had a good week, yeah. Nursing. Every time I walk down the hall, I think of the Robert De Niro movie, the Meet the Parents. Yeah, dude. Like, I'll be walking down the hall, I'm like, because there's a scene where he's like, my daughter married a male nurse.
Yeah.
But
male nurse,
yeah. But no, it's
superhero.
Yeah. It's been a good week. What do you want to talk about?
Me too.
Yeah, what has your week been?
Been roofing. It was a good week. My hands are all cut up. It feels good to be back on the roof. That's all I gotta say. Working, just gotta work.
You do.
We have so much time. Might as well give up some of it to work.
Yeah.
For something else.
Something else.
You know?
Bigger than ourselves.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Give
like ourselves. We work for ourselves.
And then this is our hobby, what we love. Not the only thing that brings us together.
Yeah.
But we both love sports, and today we're going to talk about Bill Belichick.
Not going to hint at what else brings us together.
Bill Belichick and the Patriots.
Oh man. Yeah, Bill Belichick and the Patriots. Tom Brady and Gronk reunited. What happened? Why didn't it work out? Why didn't Gronk want to go back with Bill Belichick? Mm-hmm. Why is Tom Brady the GOAT? Which we don't even have to say he's the GOAT. But just why didn't they like Bill anymore? Why didn't it work out? Why didn't he come back?
All right, let's go.
Yeah, a whole bunch into that. Then we were going to speak a lot more about Andy Dalton. But he signed with the Cowboys, which congratulations. The Cowboys have a quarterback now. I think Dak's overrated. And I shouldn't care.
I think he's kind of overrated too.
And he doesn't deserve that money, and now he's not going to get it because they're like, we have this guy, so piss on him. You know, you'll take what we are going to give you. So we have that. We have LeBron announcing Space Jam 2 in the middle of
The Last Dance.
Yep. I think, well, we'll get to our opinions on that. I think it's, let's say one kid is having a birthday party.
Yeah.
And the other kid is waving his hands in the corner for attention. So, I don't like it. Michael descended from heaven to speak.
Yeah.
The first time in 20 years. I found out today he turned down $100 million to film this 2-hour special a few years ago. Like, he really just doesn't try to brag on himself and talk on himself. But he finally, after 20 years, felt like it was time to talk about the past and have a good time with it. And LeBron's like, Space Jam 2. So.
Yeah, it was kind of a fishy odd time for that.
Yeah, it's a little, I felt like it was a snub. I think LeBron would, and I mean this, LeBron would get more praise as the GOAT if he started calling himself a number 2 or number 3 or number 4 on the list. If he were to start saying, look, I'm probably not the GOAT, more people would say he's the GOAT. People don't like it, including myself, that he calls himself the GOAT. He thinks he's the greatest. He keeps calling himself the kid from Akron. All the crown emojis, keeps calling himself the king. The king of what? I don't know.
Akron.
I guess.
He's the king of the NBA, though.
He is.
They as in the organization itself, made it clear. They're feeding it too, though.
They are.
And they tried to dethrone him with Kawhi this year, but it didn't happen because they just beat the Clippers before the COVID-19.
Yeah.
But they have the best record in the career. I mean, in the NBA right now before COVID-19. Also, on the Clippers side, they had a lot of injuries all year. Right. So that is a part of why, maybe a part of why they're not as good as they were hyped up to be at the beginning of the year. Is Kawhi the best ever? Toronto is doing really good without Kawhi.
Yeah.
Kawhi, he's just a role player to me, but he's great. He's strong.
Right.
He's strong and he's dependable. Doesn't take away from him at all.
Right.
But he doesn't want to be the king.
Right.
LeBron is the basketball NBA king right now. And he is the best on the floor no matter where he's playing. I think KD is a better offensive player, but not overall. So that goes to LeBron. But the conversation, MJ, LeBron, and if you think about it, Michael Jordan would have done the same thing. Because he is sickly competitive.
He is. But
a thing about power is don't overturn your mentor or who come before you. Don't disrespect them. You get what I'm saying? Does that make sense to you?
It is.
So maybe that's what you're feeling.
I'm feeling Magic and Larry. I thought I heard something.
I did too. Oh, we did hear something. We heard something. I don't know what it was. It was a person in the roof.
So, Magic and Larry, they both praised Michael so hard. They praised him so hard before he ever won a ring about how he's the GOAT. He is almost like a godlike figure, how he was able to, score the 63 in the playoffs. People don't say that about LeBron. He's great. He may be the best of all time, one of the best of all time, but
you felt like it was handed to him?
He's not cool.
His 5th grade movie. I mean, there's a movie about him called More Than a Game, and they started recording him since 5th grade. He was groomed to be the king of the NBA. Doesn't take away from his hardships.
No.
Doesn't take away from any of that, but it seemed like he was the chosen one from the get. The NBA wanted to make him the greatest. And if he didn't become the greatest, that would have been a fall on the NBA even. LeBron, Michael Jordan, like you're saying, watching him versus Detroit those first 2 seasons, and things of that nature, he had to put his boots on. LeBron, he's wearing loafers and sweatpants. You know what I'm saying? Michael Jordan showed up on his suit, and he was ready to do business.
I hear you.
It wasn't easy ever. There was never an easy moment. Dennis Rodman was feeling the pain, the stress, and the pressure, but they got it. They worked it around. I think it's just wild, man. It is a different thing. Because I think Scottie Pippen is like a Kobe or is like a LeBron role in their scenario. Does that make sense to you? Because Michael Jordan isn't like Scottie Pippen's huge.
Right.
Same position as LeBron.
Well,
but there's a driving force. Michael Jordan was a fire that took these guys that needed that fire to the next level.
Right. He was. I agree. I couldn't agree more. I mind kind of went blank. I don't know why.
Right.
Yeah.
But just Jordan and LeBron.
No, it's
You don't think? Do you think LeBron is going to be considered the GOAT when all said and done?
no, I don't. My favorite argument is why is he above Charles Barkley and Kobe? Or no, excuse me. Charles Barkley said, "I don't understand. Why is he already above Tim Duncan and Kobe Bryant?" And I thought that was a brilliant point. Tim Duncan, I can't remember if LeBron passed him yet, but he has a lot of career points. So does Kobe, which he passed Kobe. But they both have 5 championships. I think it's a good point. I think why is LeBron? Because it was the GOAT conversation. Is LeBron the GOAT? And he was like, I don't know why he's already passed those 2 players. Yeah. I don't know why he's passed Magic and I don't know, Bill Russell. See, and that's a part of it. That's why this debate's so awesome, because there is no right answer. The truth is, if I had to be technical, I would say the greatest of all time was Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, because he had the most points. He had a great college career. I think they won 3 championships.
Yeah.
But he was so tall, they take that away from those guys because
it was easier.
It was so much easier. They just had to
Well, there are people like Wilt Chamberlain and Elijah Wan in today's game. Really,
today's game sucks. I hate it.
Yeah, they're tight.
All the flopping.
Yeah.
It's honestly, I can't really stomach the NBA until after January. And this year, freaking, Kobe died, so they canceled it for like a week and a half. And then the freaking coronavirus game.
Yeah.
But it sucks. It's like, unless it's a good matchup between 2 teams, it's just not good right now for me. Now, for some people it is.
Back in the day there was Larry Bird, there were so many superstars. Now they're superstars, but maybe you don't recognize them as those names.
And there were squads building on themselves. Like, every squad was what the 76ers are now. Every squad had 2 or 3 guys that year after year, they're going to be there. They're coming into work every day.
Yeah.
And now it's like James Harden just blatantly flopping. No one makes fun of him for it. No one.
Because he has beard.
Yeah, and LeBron flops too. Like, that's like everybody. Giannis may. I don't know. But everybody, like, we're in this culture where you can't make fun of people. You don't really piss me off. Draymond Green in the 2016 finals.
Yeah.
I think it was game 4 or game 5.
Yeah.
He called LeBron the B word.
Yeah.
And because of that, LeBron, of course, in the press conference, I'm a father, I have children, I will not be spoken to this way, this is inappropriate, this is unbelievable, the NBA must act now, the NBA must act, as if he just got abused.
Yeah.
And then the NBA suspended him 1 game in the Draymond Green, in the NBA Finals. We saw on the Last Dance that the Detroit Pistons did that to Michael Jordan. Draymond Green called him a B word.
Yeah.
Who got suspended a game?
No.
The other guys didn't even get flagrant fouls.
Yeah, definitely. It's wild.
That's why the NBA sucks.
Yeah.
You should be able to call another man the B word. And, like, I don't care. Like, you should be able to talk a little crap.
Yeah, definitely.
And I believe in my heart of hearts, that is why LeBron won that Cleveland ring. And you can't rewrite history. He earned it.
I think he's more political.
Brilliant.
Like, he has so much more power that people like.
It's more. To me, it's just there's so much fake political. The minute Muhammad Ali died, everybody started caring about social justice issues. They didn't care. Dwayne Wade didn't care. LeBron didn't care. But then all the commentators, I remember this like it was yesterday, Stephen A. Smith and Skip Bayless, back when they were together, they got on TV and they were like, the modern day athlete, they have so much money, they have so much opportunity, but they never do what Muhammad Ali did. That's why they'll never be Muhammad Ali. So then that summer,
Yeah.
they all started doing what Muhammad Ali did. And it's great to, like what LeBron did with that school in Akron is great. What all these guys do, it's amazing. But to me, I don't care because
They'd be asked.
To me, they did it to be cool. They did it to get praise.
Yeah.
Like J.J. Watt. So many people tell me, man, J.J. Watt, bro, he's such a good dude.
Yeah.
How do we know J.J. Watt gave $33 million to charity? Like, I'm asking these people too. Like, how do we know? I'm not hating on the guy. Good for him.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
I mean,
they do make a lot of money doing the things that everyone would love doing.
And now his whole family has a Campbell's ad. You know, like, I don't think Campbell's would be paying his mom if he didn't give all that money to charity. You know, it's like, his brothers are relevant, like the whole Watt family matters. Why like it? Why? It's like the same as like if I were to give $25. I've had a lot of coffee. I'm being selfish. I need to chill because I'm hogging all this time we're talking. But it'd be like if I took my cell phone and I was handing this guy $50. A homeless guy was like, "Hey guys, man, this guy's so hungry. Look at me." Handed him a $50. It's like it looks silly because the purpose. If you want to help, in my opinion, help.
Yeah.
But
you know, talk about it.
Yeah.
It's biblical not to talk about it. It's biblical.
Yeah. Shouldn't call yourself a goat either.
That should be the new rule.
I mean,
in the Bible.
Especially
I like that about Tom Brady. He doesn't say he's the GOAT. I think
it makes him. You know,
we can't speak on behalf of billions of people.
We can't
recognizing you and just talking crap about you.
No, I couldn't imagine. Like right now, they'll never know who we are. Like we're talking about actual people. We're talking crap right now into a camera about people
that are so rich,
so rich, awesome. No, LeBron's the best, dude. Like he is. Like don't get me wrong, he is amazing.
Mm-hmm.
But the era we live in, I just don't like him. I just like how I don't know.
Roughnecking.
He doesn't come off as authentic. And maybe it's just a really big bias about Michael. I mean, to me, Michael's like Mickey Mouse. He's like a cartoon character. When I see, you know.
Yeah. Well, I like the point you're coming at. I think it has gotten softer. If you watch soccer, you would kill yourself. It's 10 times worse than NBA, and those guys make way more money. Those guys make a lot of money, and they're just flopping like fish out there. It's terrible. It really is ugly. It makes the game look stupid because I'm on a roof all day. My hands are cut up, and I'm not saying they don't get at practice. They're not getting beat up every day. You're on your feet every day. If you're working at McDonald's or wherever you're working, you're on your feet all day. You're tired.
Mm-hmm.
But when it comes to the game time and you're on camera, you definitely shouldn't be. The grit needs to be there.
Yeah.
It doesn't need to be about princesses and.
It doesn't need to be about them so much, you know.
Let's win. Yeah, I've been doing a lot of like just looking up at the Navy SEALs and the things. We first, not me, and it's like. I don't know. I think when you become an old person, like past your 60s and stuff, you're at a point where you can just be like, you don't care anymore. But like, you're still being the example at LeBron's age. You know, these guys, they're still being the example to what's come. So therefore, them being soft is going to make anyone else allowed to be soft. And it's just like, dude. Think about the people that came before us that allowed us to have the NBA.
Right.
Served in World War II.
Right.
Those guys in the trenches dying just for the freedom of sports and us to talk. Like, that's grit. You put yourself on the line every day. Yeah, I get it. But just a little bit longer, man. During that TV time, just a little bit longer. Just let's keep the grit strong. But they play a lot of fucking games, man. Excuse my language. They like MLB is sickening.
It's sick. I can't imagine it, man. It's now seeing with Michael how hard that was fight for them.
Yeah.
I can't imagine 162.
Yeah.
Nah, dude. That sucks.
That's so fucking crazy. 162 games.
162.
What is that? That's a year long.
Year long. Your off season's in wintertime. So the best part of the year, you have to do this crap. Entertain kids and fat people.
It's taxing.
Yeah.
It's definitely taxing.
You gotta travel.
Scary because it's intimidating, I would think, because just you really do have to make a lot of sacrifice.
Yeah, personal.
That's why they get paid the big bucks, but they also get the better life.
True.
If they can handle the stress of it. Like, it's better. I mean, there's no way it's not better.
Yeah. Retire earlier.
Yeah.
So, to move on.
Yeah.
I want to get your opinion. What do you think about Tom, man? What do you think about Gronk and Tom reuniting?
I think it was appropriate. I don't think it was pre-planned. I think it's just happening together this way.
Nice.
And I think it's great. I love it. Tom's either gonna really have it or he's not. I mean, it's just that simple. Is he?
That's the thing. That fall off could be steep because it was for Peyton. It was for Brett Favre.
They got a really strong offense. Really strong offense.
Yeah.
Their defense, I'm not too sure. I don't know much about, but they just got to beat the Panthers, which they just stacked up on defense this year.
Yeah, but the Panthers.
They don't know who they are.
I'm calling them an out right now because who's their cute Teddy they
Teddy
have some
Bridgewater
pieces,
and PJ
man,
Walker.
but
they got two decent quarterbacks competing against each other.
I'm gonna give them. I think it's gonna be like half the season for them to get that groove.
Okay.
And next year.
Tom Brady's already messaging all of his guys and stuff of that nature, just trying to build his team rapport and just get this thing going.
For sure. I think the Saints could easily clean house. They could, if these guys...
In that division? Or
in the division. I think they could run with it.
Who'd they just pick up?
Dude, they picked up somebody. I can't remember.
Yeah. But they still got Breeze.
Yeah. That's the thing. He could fall off too. This could even be his last year.
Yeah.
So...
I'm going Bucks, dude. I'm
going Bucks too. I think they're going to the Super Bowl. They're gonna win.
The Super Bowl's in Tampa this year, dude.
It's just destiny, dude.
Yeah.
Tom must have been conceived on the top of some kind of pyramid in the middle of a lightning storm or something. He's just the most epic. Everything he touches turns to gold. How is he still playing? No one plays at 43 years old.
He's like freaking Drake. Yeah.
How are people playing at 43?
Well, he's been eating the smoothies and doing that every day.
Yeah, doing Pilates and
every day.
Smoothies,
he has his wife to keep him young.
He's a stepmom, dude. He is a stepmom.
But he has the freaking. I mean,
that's the life, dude.
For the first 18 years of my life, I was didn't care about my body. Would put anything in my body, didn't care.
I'm going on 27.
There's a difference. This whole last week of roofing, I packed 4 chicken breasts, 5 things of rice, a bag of lettuce, a bunch of apples, a bunch of oranges, and a bunch of strawberries and a bunch of blueberries in my protein.
Mm-hmm.
That made a difference than eating fast food every day.
Right.
Those guys on the road, they eat fast food. We get money for food, and they go buy fast food. I packed my lunch and stayed inside at the hotel, so I'd have to go travel to go get food, and I felt a lot better. And I can imagine, if that's what TB12's been doing for a whole fucking decade.
Then
he's definitely
more.
got more
15.
times.
He's been doing it since 04.
Yeah.
So, math me, 16 years?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I know, Chad Ochocinco was playing, eating Cheetos and smoking cigars.
Word. Yeah. Yeah, MJ was too.
Yeah. I heard LeBron has a terrible diet, but LeBron's going to play for
LeBron's going to play for long. I think LeBron will be the Tom Brady of the. That's the thing. LeBron, at the end of this, you're going to have to call him the GOAT.
Regardless, just because his genetics.
Well, his all-time, all of his all-time numbers will be high. He's probably going to end up with 4 rings, if not 5. I think definitely, I'd bet a house on 4. He's going to get 4 rings.
Yeah.
And especially, dude, if he plays with his son. This would go. That's the thing. To me, Michael will always be the GOAT. But the last dance will come and it will go. And LeBron's going to have his own last dance, And
I don't think anyone in basketball could ever have the impact Michael Jordan had, though.
I don't think so either.
He had a bigger impact no matter what. Even if LeBron wins 2 more, 3 more, and does some crazy stuff. It's just, he's Space Jam 2.
Right.
He's not Space Jam 1.
Right. No, that's another thing. Why? Well, why? Why didn't they make a new movie? They could have. To me, it's maybe it's LeBron's way of saying
he's the guy.
Paying homage, hey, maybe Michael is the GOAT.
Yeah. I think LeBron just doesn't want to be disrespected. I think there's a lot of people that's he doesn't get called clutch. He doesn't get called these things.
Yeah.
He's under a lot of scrutiny.
Because he's not, but
yeah.
No, because he's he owns Clutch Sports. So
he should have more rings.
He should. See, that's the thing. He had so many appearances that I do respect that argument. To me, it is a bullcrap argument to give the LeBron people a leg in this. To me, it's bullcrap to say MJ is 6 for 6 because that to me is stupid. To me, if MJ went to the finals 9 times and he only won 6, does that delude? I don't think so. To me, that's always been stupid. I don't think LeBron should be punished and penalized for losing in the NBA Finals when if he had lost in the first round of the playoffs, it's okay.
Yeah,
like MJ
versus the same damn team.
Yeah,
Detroit.
But in their defense, these people, the MJ people, say that MJ had to go against the freaking Larry Bird Celtics and then the freaking just monsters of Detroit. I agree with that too because the East, they were aight. And then when you notice when Dwayne and Shaq got together, LeBron didn't go to the finals that year because the Heat won in 06. And
Dwayne Wade has a little Michael Jordan in him.
He does, dude. He does.
He was signed by Jordan for a while.
Yeah.
And Converse. His first contract, I think, was Converse.
Oh, word. I didn't know that. Yeah, dude. Dwayne got some MJ.
He's got some MJ.
I like some Dwayne Wade. But, nah, dude. The East sucks. It sucked then. It's probably better now than it's been in a long dang time, dude.
Yeah. It would have been a good year to win a national championship for LeBron's sake.
This year?
Yeah.
I think if they come back, no one beat them. I would bet $5. It sounds stupid. I don't know. Yeah, but I would.
All right, let's move on to the Bill Belichick.
Okay, Bill Belichick, what's up?
First off, what he got rid of for Gronk.
Excuse me. Excuse him, everybody, please.
Yes.
This episode, the Josh and Xavier Show, has been brought to you by the Moby Dick Seamen's Club Finest Spirits Beer, 5 cents. Okay, hold on, my bad.
Bill Belichick was, I don't think he cares about Tom Brady or Gronk.
He only cares about him.
I don't think he cares about just him. I think he's just he wants out. I'm not going to beg him to stay. Let him go. I already considered them a loss. So he got rid of Gronk for a 7th round pick for a 4th round pick. So all I think he thought about is he traded a 7th round pick for a 4th round pick. And they so happened to get Gronk too. Like, he counted Gronk already retired and gone.
And I think that's a fair way to do it because Gronk was.
He was
And
definitely
according to Gronk, if he wasn't playing with Tom, it was over.
Yeah.
So he did get that advantage.
Yeah.
I think
Do you think that's pretty prima donna? They got that much power? Or
that Bill Belichick has that much power.
no, Gronk and Tom Brady.
I think it's a little. I mean, I don't hate him, but it's a little something for sure. They're getting paid so much money, and then messing with the system like that.
Yeah.
But yeah, if the media would be attacking him if it wasn't for CTE, and like the argument, well, I need to retire to protect my mind, But back to Belichick, I don't think he cares about anybody. But to be fair to him, what is he supposed to do? Is he supposed to entertain Tom? Or if Tom wants, like Tom's now talking about playing to 48. Like, you can't entertain, like Tom Brady, we love him. He is executing. He is great. But what happens when his body is not the TB12 body anymore? And he still wants to try.
Like Brett Favre did.
So I don't think Bill is wrong in this case, but
He's just got to do it year by year.
Just got to do it year by year. But he's wanting to build for the future.
Who, Bill Belichick?
Bill Belichick. Because he wants to do it for like 5 more years.
Yeah. The Tom Brady, I'm saying his is year by year.
His is year by year. Yeah.
You don't know.
And the Bucs are taking a big chance. Like,
they're gonna get more. They're gonna make a lot of money though.
They're gonna make a lot of money, but look at the Broncos.
Yeah.
Peyton left and nothing happened.
But they won with them.
They won with them.
They won the Super Bowl.
So that's the gamble. We're gonna have a really nice 4 years.
Okay.
2 to 3 years maybe.
That's the GOAT mentality.
But that is the GOAT mentality.
Yeah.
But Tampa Bay, if they wanted to, they could, try to recruit somebody. Or...
Yeah. So a thing. Definitely. See, you should always have young guns behind. So you should never fall off. You should always be great.
Right.
I mean, technically.
Dude, the Patriots would have been, dude. They had Jimmy Garoppolo. Could you imagine that, dude?
Yeah, He's a beast.
He's a beast.
Yeah.
They went to the Super Bowl.
And you're betting on people's health too. So there's a lot at stake when you're
like
it's chess, dude.
It is. This shouldn't have happened with Tom Brady.
You think you should have stayed?
No. Well, I mean, just with his health. This good luck shouldn't have happened. Logically speaking, no one has had this happen.
But he's not old.
He's not old.
And he doesn't have to do anything but sit back in the pocket and throw the football.
That is true. He does get hit, though.
Once in a while.
Once in a while.
But those guys respect him so much, they don't even want to hurt him.